Farming has been around forever, right? It's one of the oldest jobs in the world. But right now, it's going through this crazy high-tech revolution. We're talking about smart farming, where things like data, AI, and robots are just as important as the soil and the rain. And today, we're going to meet a totally new kind of farmhand. Think of it as a doctor on wheels, but for plants. So just think about this for a second. What if a robot could actually spot a sick plant way before a person could? I mean, picture a huge field, thousands, maybe even millions of plants. How on earth do you find that one leaf that's just starting to get sick? This isn't just some random thought experiment. It's a massive real-world problem for farmers everywhere. Okay, so here's the thing. For a farmer, a field isn't just a patch of green. It's this enormous, sprawling space. Trying to walk through all of that, checking every single plant for tiny signs of trouble, it's basically an impossible job. And the scary part is, these threats, like a disease or a dry spot, they start out super small, almost invisible. But then, boom, they can spread like wildfire. And that's exactly why being fast is everything. If you can catch the problem early, like spot a disease when it's only on one plant, or find a patch of dry soil before everything starts to wilt, well, that can literally be the difference between a great harvest and losing everything. And this isn't just about money for one farmer, right? This is about keeping our entire food supply safe and stable. So, if a person can't be in a million places at once, what's the answer? Well, this is where tech comes in to save the day. Let's meet the solution built for this exact problem. It's called the Agri Bot, and it's basically an autonomous guardian for our crops. So what is this thing really? Well, at its heart, the Agri Bot is a smart little rover. It's got IoT, that's the Internet of Things, which just means it's always connected, always sending and getting data. And the really cool part is the AI, the artificial intelligence. That's what gives it the brains to not just look at a field, but to actually understand what it's seeing. Let's pop the hood and see what makes it tick. It's actually a super clever mix of tech that you can get your hands on. Think of it like this. The brain and nerves are its main computer and motor controller. Then you've got its eyes and senses. That's the camera, a GPS to know where it is, and sensors to check the soil and the air. And finally, the body and muscle. Well, that's the wheels and motors that move it all around. All right, now this is where things get really, really cool. The AgriBot isn't just some remote-controlled car taking snapshots. No way. It has AI-powered vision. It can literally look at a plant and tell you if it's sick. That right there is its superpower. It all starts with its eyes, the camera. But this isn't just any old camera. It's mounted on what's called a pan-tilt mechanism, so it can look up, down, left, right, all over the place. This lets it really zero in on one specific leaf or a part of a plant to get just the right angle for a proper diagnosis. But the real magic isn't just the camera, it's the brain behind it. The rover uses a seriously powerful AI to analyze every picture it takes. What it does is it compares that photo of a leaf to this huge database of known plant diseases. And it can spot problems with a speed and an accuracy that, honestly, is often better than what a person can do. And the whole process is so simple, it's genius. It's a four-step loop. First, it scans a plant. Second, the AI analyzes that picture for any sign of disease. Third, if it spots something, the GPS module pinpoints its exact location. And bam, step 4, it sends an alert straight to the farmer, putting a little pin right on their digital map. So cool. But wait, the AgriBot isn't just an eye doctor for plants. It's more like a family doctor for the whole farm. While it's scanning for diseases, it's also doing a full health checkup on the environment all around it. So it's collecting all these vital signs for the farm. It's checking the soil moisture to see if the plants need a drink. It's checking the air temperature and the humidity, because those things can really affect how healthy the crops are and how fast diseases can spread. And every single piece of data is tagged with a GPS location, building this incredibly detailed health map of the entire field. Okay, I absolutely love this little detail. To check the soil, the bot doesn't just drag a sensor along the ground. No, it has this little arm with a probe on it and a motor physically dips it down into the earth. This gets a super precise moisture reading right where the roots are. It's such a simple idea, but man, is it effective. And for checking the air, it uses this tiny but really powerful sensor. This one little component is constantly grabbing data on the temperature and humidity. That gives the farmer this vital window into the microclimate that their crops are actually living in, minute by minute. So, what does all this mean when you put it together? All these little bits of data, the pictures, the GPS tags, the moisture readings, they all combine to create something much, much bigger. We are literally watching the birth of what's called precision farming. And the key to all of it is being able to access that data. All of this info gets streamed live to a web page. I mean, a farmer could be sitting at their kitchen table with a cup of coffee, and on their laptop, they can see a real-time health map of their entire property. They can see exactly where a problem is popping up, and even take control of the rover from there. It's amazing. You have to understand, this is a massive shift in how things are done. We're going from someone walking the fields to automated AI scans. We're moving away from farming based on gut feelings and tradition to farming based on live, concrete data. And maybe the biggest deal of all, we're going from just spraying an entire field with treatment to being able to help one specific plant. So what's the bottom line? It means less guesswork for the farmer. It means way less waste of precious resources, like water or pesticides. And ultimately, it just means everything is way more efficient. It's a smarter, cleaner, and just a better way to grow the food we all eat. And that kind of leaves us with one last big idea to think about. We've just seen what one of these little robots can do for one field. So just imagine scaling this up. What could a whole swarm of them, thousands of them, working together all over the world, what could they do for the future of food? I mean, the possibilities, they're just